In 2022, NASA detected an unregistered mass moving silently across Earth's solar plane, alone. They named it Project Orpheus, a silent planet traveling from beyond the Oort cloud's edge. Light vanished wherever it passed, as if space itself was being consumed by Orpheus's hunger. Its trajectory curved unnaturally, suggesting propulsion or a manipulated gravitational corridor. Scientists logged velocity at 58 kilometers per second, increasing with each observation cycle recorded.
Within weeks, orbital data aligned perfectly with Earth's future path across the solar plane.
NASA encrypted all telemetry under top-secret clearance and redirected observatories to ignore anomalies. But one satellite caught it again. A massive shadow moving behind Jupiter's outer ring. The shadow absorbed radio signals and returned none, like gravity itself had learned to walk. Simulations confirmed impact probability exceeding 98% by late 2030. No survivable outcome in models.
To prevent panic, NASA erased Orpheus from public orbital maps within 48 hours completely.
Inside a restricted channel, 3 South Asian male astrophysicists exchanged encrypted warnings before their access was revoked.
They described Orpheus as alive. Its magnetic field pulsed like a heartbeat through the void. A probe was launched from lunar orbit to capture high-resolution imagery before orders shut it down.
The probe transmitted 30 seconds of video, then static, and silence took everything away.
Within days, the probe's trajectory vanished from tracking systems, as if space had consumed it. Infrared scans revealed Orpheus colder than the dark between galaxies, radiating impossible negative heat. It traveled silently through Jupiter's orbit, dragging a wake of distorted gravity behind it. Every recalculation ended closer, as if Orpheus kept adjusting its path directly toward us. By late 2023, Orpheus crossed the asteroid belt, invisible to telescopes, undeniable to data. By 2024, Orpheus had entered the inner system, unseen yet distorting everything around Mars. Telescopes captured gravitational shadows moving faster than any comet ever recorded in history. Researchers noted space around Orpheus shimmered like heat, yet temperatures registered absolute zero. When Orpheus crossed Mars's orbit, hundreds of asteroids erased mid-flight, reality rewriting their trajectories. NASA's classified orbit data showed the planet accelerating on a direct intercept with Earth. The agency ordered all tracking sensors reclassified as malfunctions, erasing the forbidden anomaly trail. Yet one deep space relay continued transmitting, a faint echo tracing Orpheus's magnetic wake. The signal revealed rotating bands around the planet, metallic structures orbiting its equator. These bands emitted synchronized pulses, disrupting communication across deep space links and interplanetary relays everywhere.
South Asian male astronomers outside NASA detected anomalies but were silenced through revoked funding and blackout orders.
A leaked internal image showed Orpheus illuminated by Jupiter's reflection turreta, half alive, half shadow. Gravity readings indicated Orpheus had gained mass. Something was feeding it from surrounding matter.
NASA simulation warned each orbital loop pulled 10 million kilometers closer to Earth every cycle.
Theoretical models predicted impact between November and December of 2030, margin error less than 2 weeks. Publicly, NASA blamed solar interference and data drift. Internally, the anomaly was catastrophic, classified urgent. But infrared scans from Chile confirmed a cold object, reflecting in wavelengths beyond visible range. When cross-checked with military radar, Orpheus appeared inside their blind zone, perfectly aligned with the sun. For 2 years, it hid there, behind the sun's glare, invisible to every ground telescope on Earth. By early 2025, its gravitational pull began subtly altering Earth's axial tilt by fractions of a degree.
'Cause 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 'cause
That was the first measurable sign humanity had less time than the agencies claimed. Gravitational sensors on the moon recorded rhythmic waves pulsing through space every 42 hours. The pulses grew stronger, bending starlight as though Orpheus was breathing inside the vacuum.
Project Orpheus was sealed under the highest cosmic emergency code, inaccessible to most scientists.
Every telescope that tried to track it suddenly failed, lenses fogging as if scorched by invisible radiation. Deep space imagery revealed something trailing Orpheus, a ring of ionized fragments orbiting its equator.
Scientists, a team including an elderly female Caucasian scientist and a young mate Hispanic scientist, believed
the fragments emitted a low-frequency hum, rift, identical to Earth's own magnetic resonance. When the frequency matched, satellites across low orbit began glitching, drifting off their normal rotation. Orpheus was feeding on the electromagnetic noise of the solar system like a living engine.
Leaked memos whispered a single phrase across departments. A parasitic world feeding relentlessly.
By mid-2025, Orpheus had crossed Venus's orbit, moving faster than any recorded natural celestial object. The planet's wake distorted nearby dust lanes into glowing ribbons stretching millions of kilometers. A gravitational lens appeared between Earth and Sun, proof Orpheus had entered the inner solar corridor. Space-time around the object thinned then. Radio waves arrived seconds before they were transmitted.
The anomaly was confirmed, yet all data labeled sensor malfunction and quietly archived out of sight.
An unregistered observatory probe caught Orpheus fully illuminated for the first time behind the sun.
Its texture was not rock, but smooth metallic patterns etched in glowing geometric grids. Leaked analysis suggested Orpheus was built, not born. Each rotation aligned with Earth's orbital position, as though Orpheus had locked onto its target. Astronomers realized this wasn't coincidence. It was navigation, and Earth was the final destination. A classified orbit update confirmed Orpheus accelerating beyond predictions, approaching the inner Earth corridor. The planet now radiated faint electromagnetic hum, detectable across every deep space monitoring array. Each hum aligned with Earth's magnetic pulse, sinking like a heartbeat across the endless void.
Scientists noticed tiny fluctuations in the moon's orbit, the first physical sign of Orpheus' influence.
NASA denied correlation, but leaked lunar telemetry proved the disturbance matched Orpheus's gravitational frequency. By mid-2026, the planet's reflection appeared in near-infrared telescopes, a blood-red disk behind the sun. Civilians mistook it for a new comet, until every image was removed from public astronomical archives overnight. Deep space probes recorded Orpheus bending solar wind, carving tunnels of magnetic silence through space. Inside those tunnels, radio communication failed completely. Light travel, but sound ceased to exist. Engineers called it the Quiet Corridor, a region where physics behaved like muffled glass around Orpheus.
The planet's core emitted low red flashes, intervals shrinking, countdown rhythm tightening each rotation.
Energy readings spiked exponentially. Orpheus was charging itself, preparing for an undefined cosmic event.
A leaked file showed a new impact window, November 2030, Pacific alignment within 600 kilometers.
Astronomers confirmed drag anomalies in the rogue planet already influencing Earth's upper atmosphere. Daytime auroras appeared above equatorial skies, painting the heavens violet even under full sunlight. Magnetosphere maps showed polarity inversion beginning near the poles, shifting faster than recorded history. Ocean tides grew erratic as gravitational resonance between Earth and Orpheus increased every lunar cycle. Astrophysicists warned internal core stress could fracture tectonic equilibrium before the actual impact date. Governments maintained silence,
but telescopic footage leaked showing Orpheus now brighter than any star.
By 2027, untrained eyes saw it, a crimson dot hanging between stars.
By late 2027, Orpheus entered the orbital plane of Earth, crossing paths with Venus and Mercury. Solar flares intensified unnaturally, synchronized with Orpheus' passing, as if the sun itself reacted.
Communication systems across the global network failed, overwhelmed by frequencies from the rogue planet.
Astronomers recorded gravitational lensing so severe, entire constellations shifted position overnight.
Magnetic storms rippled through the solar wind, turning the void between planets into a crimson sea.
NASA's hidden timeline predicted full alignment by February 2030, marking the beginning of contact phase. Orbital radar arrays failed first, blinded by reflected interference from the planet's metallic shell.
A massive surge of neutrinos passed through the solar system, indicating catastrophic core instability ahead.
In late 2028, solar eclipses lasted longer than calculated said. Orpheus had entered the inner solar corridor. It no longer orbited Druv. It descended, drawn by unknown force linking its core to Earth's magnetic field. Tidal anomalies destabilized oceans, planetary resonance shaking tectonic layers beneath the crust. Orpheus's outer shell fractured, releasing spiraling plasma rings expanding across the inner solar system. These plasma rings struck Earth's magnetosphere, tearing auroras into storms of pure electric fire. For 30 hours, the sky burned violet, then fell silent. Only Orpheus remained, filling half the heavens. Earth's orbit began collapsing, gravitational lock pulling both worlds into an unstoppable spiral.
Atmospheric ignition occurred first. Streaks of flame tore upward, consumed by descending plasma rain.
Oceans vaporized instantly as kinetic shock waves rippled through the crust, cracking the planet's core. Final transmissions showed Orpheus collapsing into an incandescent dust stream, dissolving into stellar wind. The shockwave reached beyond Mars, scattering debris across orbits once thought eternal and untouched.
And in that silence, two worlds vanished, leaving only dust and echoes drifting through an empty sun.